Hello, Gemini. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree, and today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of June 2022. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month, and I would love to share your money message with you. For the readings this month, I will be using my Groovy Waite tarot deck. I will clarify with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot, and then I will go ahead and close out your reading, Gemini, with a Eternal Crystals Oracle card. Now, I know I have been trying to figure out the best way to make these readings, more enjoyable for you all. And last month I talked about maybe making the readings shorter, and I had just as many, like it was split 50-50. Half of you wanted the shorter readings, and then half of you wanted the readings to stay the length, that they are. So I'm going to try and find a happy medium somehow, some way. But I do want to continue, obviously, doing these readings each month. So, if you have any suggestions, please leave them down below because I do take into consideration all of your feedback. All right, Gemini, let's go ahead and get right into the reading. As you can see, the cards are already starting to communicate a message. So what do we need to know for the sign of Gemini as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2022? Well, I can tell you right off the bat, Gemini, you're going to be very busy. And the thing is you have to be very careful that you do not overwhelm yourself or get yourself too stressed out, overloaded, overburdened, or overtaxed, or even overextended. Because I see the card here, the Eight of Pentacles, talks about having a lot of work coming in. It's not like you're going to be hurting for anything to do. You're going to be extremely busy. But the Strength card and the Page of Swords tells me that you could be taking on too much. Now be very, very careful with that because you don't want to you don't want to put your effort and your focus in the wrong places, especially when it comes to work, because we are trying to create more money, more wealth, more abundance, all those things. But sometimes we can get distracted, okay? Or sometimes we can just work ourselves too hard and too much, and then it ends up not being very productive. It's like you can be busy, but you may not necessarily be productive. Now that Page of Swords talks about some unexpected things that could be discontinued or eliminated or stopped in some way. Because we are focused on money, I do believe that that's going to be something money or finance related. And again, it's going to be something unexpected. So pay attention to the dates and pay attention to, I'm feeling like policies and insurance is something that has to be looked at for a lot of you. Next up, we do have the Nine of Pentacles. That's one of my favorite cards of luxury and extravagance. So it looks like you will have the opportunity to treat yourself at some point during the month of June. Finally, we do have the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands is a card of stability. So when all is said and done, you're going to have a really solid foundation on which you are, building wealth or starting your career, or maybe getting more grounded in the career and the work that you do. Whoa. All right, so what else do we need to know for the sign of Gemini as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance? Nice. For the month of June 2022. So it looks like you've got some celebrations happening. Looks like you've got some travel coming up. Also, Ace of Cups. That's the start of a brand new relationship. Now, I'm feeling like this is going to be a professional relationship as well as something that could spill over into your personal life. So don't be surprised if maybe a workplace connection turns into something more personal. Now, we also have this Four of Pentacles, which I like seeing that card in the reverse because it means that you've got the budget under control. The other thing about the Four of Pentacles is that it talks about delegating your expenses and your finances to the places they need to be in order to set you up for success. So it looks like you're making the right decisions as it relates to your money. Now we have the Six of Swords. Now the Six of Swords is a card of travel. That's why I say it looks like you could be going on vacation, maybe a summer getaway, could be a business trip even, but it looks like it's going to be something fun and pleasurable. And I think that's going to be good for you because your month is going to start off really busy and really hectic, Gemini. And we already talked about the Ace of Cups. Like I said, I think there's going to be a new connection, a new relationship of some sort that's going to be beneficial to you, not only professionally, but personally as well. Okay, Gemini, let's see what else is showing up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of, oh nice, June 2022. What do we need to know for the sign of Gemini? Now we already see one repeater card. We see that Three of Cups here and here. See, that's how I know there's going to be a lot of fun and celebration and good connections, good relationships forming for you, especially in the second half of the month, Gemini, because we got this Three of Cups. Now the Three of Cups, that's a card of a gathering, a celebration, being with a lot of people who are, you know, also with you to have fun, to connect, to celebrate something. It's going to be all good. It's definitely a positive thing. Now we also have some progress being made because this Hangman is in the reverse. The Hangman is a card of stagnation, but when he shows up in the reverse, that means you're progressively moving forward. This is always something excellent, especially as it relates to money and career. Next, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Looks like you're going to have an opportunity that may not necessarily be exciting, but you're considering it because the numbers look right. Either the pay is going to be something that you're really attracted to, or the work is something that you truly enjoy. And so you're actually considering this opportunity because it's giving you something that you really desire. Like I said, it's either giving you the opportunity to do something you enjoy, or it's giving you a nice chunk of money that's definitely enjoyable. It could also put you in an environment that just really makes you happy and makes your soul sing. Now we also have the Three of Pentacles. Now the Three of Pentacles in the reverse means that you are definitely going to be doing a lot of work on your own individually. So don't be surprised if you kind of work independently, especially in the second half of the month. Finally, we have the Star card. This is the card of health and vitality. This is also the card of vibrancy. Now, this card can also be a card of celebrity and literally being the star of the show, the star of your industry, the star of, you know, the place where you work at. It's like a lot of attention is being thrown your way, and it's actually a good thing because you can leverage that to do something that you really enjoy doing or make more money, whatever the case may be. Now, the other thing about the Star card is that it's a card of health. So if you are dealing with any type of physical challenges, illness, or anything like that, the Star card in the upright position tells us that healing, recovery, regeneration is definitely on the way. So that's a very positive card no matter how you look at it. All right, Gemini, let's see what else shows up for you as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of June 2022. What do we need to know for the sign of Gemini? All right, Gemini, you're definitely going to have a new relationship or a new connection happening in the month of June. It's very obvious, like I said, by the cards we've been seeing throughout your reading. Also, look at, we have the Two of Cups. This is a divine partnership. This is connecting with the right person at the right time. Again, it's the start of a brand new relationship. Now, because we're talking about money and we're talking about finances, we're talking about career, investments. I do believe that there's going to be a professional connection that turns personal. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be romantic, although that could be for some of you. But what I'm sensing is that you're going to meet someone through the work you do, and this person could become a dear friend in your personal life. Now, it could also be somebody that you just really get along with, and somebody that kind of maybe is on the same path as you, and so you guys really have a connection that goes beyond just the work experience. Now, we also have the Fool card. The Fool card in the reverse talks about postponing a journey. Now, the Fool card sometimes is a card of being excited and anxious, but when he shows up in the reverse, this means that there's going to be a postponement in a new direction that you're planning to go. Now, how this relates to your money is that you could have a plan in place to do something. Could be a new job, could be starting a business, could be taking part in some investments or something like that. But it looks like you're probably going to step away from it temporarily just because you have other things that are taking priority right now. Doesn't mean that the opportunity won't show up later, but I think it's going to be that you just have a full plate and you can only do so much, at a time, Gemini, and you just are focusing on the things that are going to pay you and be profitable right now, and the things that are going to give you a return sooner rather than later. We also have the Nine of Swords in the reverse. I love seeing that card in the reverse because it means that stress, overwhelm, fatigue is all a thing of the past, that you now have a clear vision of what it is that you want to do and where you want to go. Finally, we have the Judgment card, another powerful card. This is probably one of the cards that talk about amplifying your power in a very big way. And the reason I say that is because the Judgment card means that things really work out in your favor. Either a decision is made in your favor, or things just really shift in a very significant way that allows you to benefit financially in a way that you were not expecting. The other thing about the Judgment is that it mimics the changes that you are making internally, like as a person. If you are becoming better, then your circumstances have no choice but to get better as well. If you are becoming more financially literate, there's no way that you're not going to make more money or be more successful, okay? So the Judgment card really talks about the inner work that happens as it relates to your money, as it relates to your career, and to your success and all those things. So overall, Gemini, your month is very busy. Your month is going to have a lot of fun because you've got travel, gatherings, relationships, new connections happening. And then you also have some prioritizing of your activities and your goals here. And that's really going to pay off, like I said, sooner rather than later, just because you're much more clear on what it is that you want to do and the direction that you desire to go. Okay, Gemini, let's go ahead and we're going to close out your reading with a Eternal Crystals Oracle card. I have not used this deck in a while, and it was just, it was calling out to me when I was looking at all my cards. So let's go ahead and get right to it. So you have card number 43. This is Zebra Stone. Now, I've never seen a zebra stone, I don't think. But anyways, this is the card of compassion and the root chakra. Now remember, the root chakra talks about being grounded and being very stable with where you are right now. Also, having some compassion for yourself and understanding that, wealth and money and success is all a journey. And sometimes things take longer, sometimes things are harder than we expect them to be. But it doesn't necessarily mean you're doing anything wrong or that you're not where you're supposed to be. So have compassion for yourself while you move through this journey. All right, Gemini, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.